Good morning, y'all. It's been a while since I've talked about our future. So I thought I would use this morning, where you can see the Christmas lights here in the town we're in, to talk about our future. Wasn't too busy, but now there's more cars showing up. So let's walk and talk for a minute. It's a somewhat peaceful morning here. This is downtown New Braunfels, Texas. All lit up. Traffic's nowhere near as bad as it would be later on in the day, so I thought, this might be a nice time to walk and talk, but the cars are still making quite a bit of noise. We love coming down here. We come down here with our friends to watch all these lights come on, and Santa comes out and waves at everybody. It's pretty fun. So last winter, I can't remember if it was January or February, I talked on a video about the fear of having to go back into the office and killing the RV life for us. And I didn't really bring it up again. We went about our year and did our travels. Had an interesting year. Our plans all got interrupted. But I haven't really shared with y'all what's gone on with my career and our future. So it's transformed from might have to go into the office to might not have a job anymore. The entire climate within careers, especially in the IT field, has become, where can we save money? Where can we cut costs? Where can we do the DOGE stuff? Doge. Efficiency. Who can we cut? Who can we slash? Why do we have all these computers out here? Why do we have all these admins out here working on these computers? Let's get rid of as many as we can. Great. I really appreciate all that. That's just wonderful. That's sarcasm, by the way. So right now, the concern is, will I still have a job in another year? And without this job, traveling might become impossible. And that would stop our RV nomadic life. So that is a huge looming possibility for our future. We just do not know what's going to happen. There's talks of job could be over in March 2026, could be over in September of 2026. And then as we look at what we're doing, we're making some migrations and some changes and moving some computers around, and some people are like, I don't know if we can even get this done in 2 years. So I can honestly tell you that we don't know what God has in store for us. The best we can do is pray about it. We pray that God will allow my job to continue being my job. The company I work for is really good in regards to what they call placement. When one job ends, they work very hard to try to find another job for you. And that leads me to another thing that we have been talking about and considering, which is debt. There you go. How much debt we have. Now, if you've watched our channel for a while, you're probably aware of what went on this last summer of 2025. Tanya's father, we call it the summer of grandfathers, having some health concerns. But it started with Tanya's dad discovering that he's not so well or we all discovered, he's not as well as we would like him to have been. We canceled our plans and went back to Texas. Began looking at a lot of the financial stuff in regards to retirements, illnesses, family planning, estate planning. And we started getting real and getting serious about the debt that we carry, and began to truly understand how big of a problem that is. Understand we're not doing a good job of setting our girls up and our son for the future, and we wanted to get more serious about it. Tanya and I have started listening to Dave Ramsey a lot, getting very serious about getting rid of debt. It's caused us to have a lot of hard conversations to really think about what we're doing. We've even discussed at some point, are we doing this nomadic lifestyle out of selfishness. Now, there are people out there that do the RV life to save a lot of money. I can tell you that we've made some bad choices early on. When we first started and we sold a house, we had the wrong mentality. We had we're rich, we can do whatever we want. We don't need to cook, just keep going to the restaurant. Don't do that. That's the worst. Don't do that. So now we're in a place where we've got some debt. We would like that debt to go away. So we have had quite a bit of conversations in 2025 about, should we sell the truck? My truck payment was $1,500 a month. That's like just absolute murder to a monthly budget. So we've gone over several different plans. We've talked about staying put in one RV park, selling the truck, making something work there. We've even discussed selling the RV and the truck and moving in with my parents in Florida. I mean, we've seriously talked about this. We've talked about it with the girls, telling the girls that we were going to sell everything and quit the RV life. It was like breaking up with a girlfriend. They cried. It was rough. That was a rough night. We hit a point there where we began to like that idea. We began to talk about that idea. Kira honestly would like to have her own bedroom. We moved into a stage where that's what we want to do. When we got back to Texas, I actually was able to work on refinancing the truck, and I knocked $500 a month off of the payment through a refinance. We are using Dave Ramsey's snowball method to pay down debt, and we are moving pretty quick through some of the debt. Things are going well. So most likely, right now, where we sit, thinking about getting rid of debt and thinking about what I said about careers, we are leaning towards keeping the truck, keeping the RV, and going into a mode of what I call the Thousand Trails Shuffle. The Thousand Trails Shuffle is where you're a Thousand Trails member. You find a couple of parks that you like and that work well for you, that are fairly close to each other, and you just hop back and forth between them. We could stay 3 weeks at a time. You don't have to pay for electricity, sewer, water, anything like that. And you just hop between the two. I financed my Thousand Trails membership. I pay about $350 a month. $240 of that is the loan payment. So we're already saying, because you can't purchase a lifetime membership anymore. So that's kind of invaluable. Everybody agrees that it's good to have that. So what we're going to do right now, we are actively paying off a student loan of mine, and we're doing good. Then we're going to go towards paying off that Thousand Trails membership loan. Get rid of that. That's $240 a month. We're doing good. But I like staying mobile because of that unknown job situation. If the people I work for find me another job, but it can't be remote, because that is more common right now, and yes, that would mean the end of the RV life for us, most likely, at least we stay mobile. If they're like, hey, we found something for you in Virginia, can you go live in Virginia and work in Virginia? Like, I will do what I need to do to feed my family. That's important, to safely and securely house my family, give them a roof over their heads, and feed them. Yeah, I'd like to keep doing RV life, but I need to also care for my family. That's more important. But I like that ability to stay mobile for now with that unknown. We do not know what God holds for the future for us. So, that's what's going on with us. I've just shared with you some secrets we've been holding on to for 6 months. So, welcome to our inner circle. Welcome to the circle of trust. I want to give a huge shout out. Hopefully that blower is not totally blowing out my audio here. and guys over there blowing leaves. I want to give a huge shout out to some people. Christy and Dan. They would say that they're fans of the channel. I would call them dear and close friends. We met them at a Less Junk More Journey rally several years ago. We're friends on Facebook now. And we got to hang out in Orlando. Come to find out, they are successful Dave Ramsey debt-free folks. They've shared with us some of the tools, the videos. They're also Christians. We love to be able to talk about the Bible, church, our faith. I'm so thankful for friends like Christy and Dan. At a point where I was basically saying, hey, we have to come off the road because we're being selfish. They're like, you don't have to come off the road. There are people that do the RV life and get debt free too. That was huge and motivational to us. And then Stefan and Christy, they are the Swedish family. You may hear more about them. We met them while we were at 1,000 Trails in Texas, hanging out at the hot tub, which we love to do. And I really hope those blowers aren't ruining my audio. All right, back in the truck, I'm worried about those blowers over there. So Stefan and Christy, whom we met at the 1,000 Trails, and we shared with them what's going on in our life. Great family. Their kids and our kids hit it off. We got together, played some games, played The Bible is Funny. That game is so awesome. We actually let them have it, and then we bought another one for ourselves. But anyway, Stefan is from Sweden, and when we were talking about, trying to get out of debt, start saving up money, he's like, if you do it right in RV life, you can save money. You can't be in vacation mode. And we had come out of the vacation mode already. We were already changing our lifestyle. But he just kind of, between the two families that I just discussed there, they helped us to kind of get our mentality back right. As far as not wasting money, living the RV life, and being smart with it. So, huge shout out and thank you to them. Christy and Dan, Stefan and Christy. Two different Christies there. Thank you guys so much for encouraging us and helping us to get our mind set where it needs to be. All right, y'all. Like I said, shared some big deals with y'all, some big secrets, big weight that we have been carrying around on our shoulders. Yeah, there is the potential end of the RV life for us. It's out there. It's still there. It's heavily on our minds. We love sharing these videos with y'all. I like to be able to just walk and talk with y'all. This is something I appreciate. I feel like each and every one of you is this friend that now gets to walk and talk with me and gets to listen. Thank you for listening. And thank you for helping me carry this burden that's going on. I hope that we get to continue doing the RV life, because there's a few other things that are going on that are amazing and awesome. God is doing something within our family, and it is absolutely blowing me away. And that's the reason I'm up early right now on a Saturday morning. If I sound or look tired, I am. But I am going to go to a men's prayer breakfast where we're going to go and talk about spreading the good news of Jesus Christ. So stay tuned for more information on that. Like I said, God's doing an amazing thing in our family, and I would hate to see the RV life come to an end. And that's why I trust in God. He has a plan. He knows what's next. I just need to blindly trust in him. Thank y'all so much for watching. Remember, life happens, even an early morning on Saturday. Don't let that stop you. Stay fresh, cheese bags.